I'm not wearing that mask no more. Fuck that mask. I love wrestling. I like that mask. Don't get me wrong, but it looks a little goofy on camera. But I was probably just being, I was probably just overthinking that. But it did fuck with the audio on my mic a lot, which sucked. It was a little uncomfortable putting that thing on every time I wanted to make a video, and I want to make more videos. That's why I'm doing this commentary video, because I want to do more of these, because it's just fun to do. It's just, I like voicing my opinions, and it's getting unhealthy just fucking constantly posting on my socials and stuff and texting stuff out. So I'm gonna do something a little more human and speak to this camera about my opinions. So can't speak on certain opinions too heavily because of like how big they are and how much I might get deplatformed due to those strong opinions on certain matters. So I might test the waters with that a little bit as time goes on, but for now I'll stick with something a little more lighthearted. I'm speaking on a wrestler I like very much. His name is Tamatonga. I love Tamatonga. Tamatonga is dope as shit. Anyway, Tamatonga has recently allegedly been fined for a certain video that he posted with his it was just like a little short 2-minute video like with his meta glasses. A lot of wrestlers have been using meta glasses lately to kind of give us some backstage stuff because it's cool. It helps engage with social media a lot more, which is something they're doing a lot more nowadays, and kind of peel back the curtain on some things like they're doing with Unreal, the Netflix documentary that kind of gives us all the never before seen like in-depth analysis of how decisions are made in WWE and like in-ring choreography and things of that matter. But that's a little why this fine is a little strange. I'll just show you the video here. In the beginning of the video here, we just see this backstage member walking by, and we see him a couple times in this video. It's actually what we see like the most in this video. Not so much the thing he's being fined for. So right now it's just an empty arena. It's before the show, and he's on the entrance ramp. I just want to I just want to point out like the music, the ambiance that's playing in the background. I don't know why he put this on here. It's so like eerie, and we just see Solo Sokoa just locking in over here, just and with the music, it's just fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, not to get sidetracked.
Hey, T, what time doors open? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so about most of what we see of the ring is at the very end, at about, yeah, about 23 seconds in. And then from this point on, we see the ring. I can hardly even tell who's in the ring. I think I see a Cody Rhodes, maybe a Randy Orton, maybe a Jey Uso. I don't know. That's not really important here. What is important is that I can barely make out who's even in that ring. And they're kind of all just standing around. Like they're not doing nothing. There's no in-ring choreography going on. They're probably talking about it, but we can't hear them. We don't get the fucking 4K analysis like camera crew equipment used for Unreal when they're actually filming the in-ring rehearsals themselves. But if Tama really is being fined for this is fucking stupid. This is dumb as shit. Like, I get what they mean when they say, oh, it's fine when they show backstage stuff with these meta glasses. It's even fine if they're on the actual show because all of that's being showed to the people around here anyway. And it gives us cool little stuff we can't really hear from when you're out in the stands or when when you're watching through TV. So yeah, really cool. And they implement meta glasses a lot and social media engagement into WWE right now. Really dope. But the thing is, if they have a problem with this, with like the in-ring rehearsal stuff being shown, then why the fuck do they show so much of it on fuck? I'm stuttering here, Jesus Christ, because this is just so dumb. Why do they show so much of it on Unreal? It's just dumb. And apparently there's some like unwritten rule that like excuses why they are finding him, It's some unwritten rule about how like you shouldn't show the in-ring rehearsals no matter what, no matter like how far you are or how much you can actually see. You shouldn't show that stuff no matter what. Look, there's been plenty of examples in the past of it being shown, but maybe that wasn't by talent, so it's fine because this is a WWE talent showing it, so they actually have someone to punish for it. They actually have an employee to fine. But like, why is it okay to do it on Unreal? Because you're profiting from it, like because you make money from it because they are making it themselves. Like, a lot of people already have an issue with Unreal. Wrestlers themselves, especially, have an issue with Unreal about a lot of things, like showing the gorilla position and showing how matches are made up. Like, there's a sacred secrecy to wrestling that people had a big issue with with the documentary Unreal portraying, because it exposes just so much about the industry and like what's supposed to be secret. But when Tama Tonga, like a little 2-minute snippet of what only, or was it 1 minute? I don't remember, of what either way, of what only like 5 or 6 seconds worth of what they fined him for was shown. And if this is a, like, if this is a situation where you're fining a wrestler on an unwritten rule, if you can fine them on it, maybe you should write the fucking rule down. Just saying, if you can charge people money and punish them for it, maybe it should be something that's actually stated within the guidelines. Like, if this is unwritten, Tama is, they probably wouldn't win because they're lawyers and all, but Tama is full within his right to take legal action for this, because if this is an unwritten rule of something you barely show, something that doesn't even expose anything, him being fined for it is fucking stupid. That is just dumb. And I'm not even trying to be biased here because I like Tama Tonga. There's a lot of wrestlers I like. But like, this is obviously a situation that is blown out of proportion if he's really being fined for it. This is fucking stupid. Like, if they are well within their right to show so much shit behind the scenes, and he gets punished over something so minuscule like this, like, oh my god. Like, it's not like the fucking guy was like purposefully trying to reveal a bunch of stuff. And if he was, he did a pretty shitty job at it. Like, all of this is already for everybody to see on Unreal. And like, and you don't even got to pay for it. You can just see clips that are made that people put on social media. Like, it's, all of this is already shown in a much more in-depth analysis anyway. Hey, I'm just editing this and I caught this. I don't think I ever said this. If the reason they're finding him, if they are finding him, is because, like, in comparison to what they show on Unreal, is that he released the video like before the show was happening, which I don't think he did. I think the show had already happened before he had released this footage. I might be wrong. But even if that is the case, it's the whole written rule thing should still apply. That everything I said beforehand should still apply. But I can recognize if he did release it before the show happened, then I can see their side on that a little bit. But apart from that, everything else, stupid situation. Thanks for listening. Here's the rest of the video. Why is this not okay? I just think it's dumb. If they really is being, I hope these are just rumors. My cats are meowing. I don't know what the fucking problem is. I'm gonna check after I finish bullshitting. If this is a situation, I don't even remember what I was saying. Motherfucker. Anyway, this is dumb. This is stupid. This is, if he really is being fined over something like this, I think it's hypocritical even. Like, it's lame as fuck. Like, I hope he didn't really get fined, and if he did, justice for Tama. My cats are fighting back there. Play fighting, I think that's what that noise is. Y'all probably can't hear it anyway, but it's bothering me, and I'm gonna go handle it. Anyway, justice for Tama Tonga. This whole situation is fucking ridiculous. Have a good day.